Seated right here at La Rocha Court, Tema Community 23, I have my sister here with me. She is the money-making lady. She has money. I mean, she's been living in the States for a very long time, been into the real estate business for a lot of years. She's a broker. She does a lot of things concerning real estate. And if you need an apartment, if you need a house, if you need a property, she's the right person to talk to her. She has a lot of knowledge about it. I'm here to talk to her about all these things so that she can help us also acquire properties here in Ghana and also in the States. My name, as usual, is Zion Fliss. Good afternoon, the money-making lady.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm very fine. Yourself?
Very good.
How's life?
Life is awesome. I'm in Ghana, so I'm enjoying myself.
And how's 2025 treating you?
Excellent. It's coming to a great start today.
How was 2024 for you?
2024 was really good, actually. Building up a lot of revenue, starting to get people interested in Ghana and investing in Ghana. With the new government and everything that's going on, we definitely want to start seeing people come influx into Ghana, not just as a destination spot, but as a place to invest and make a lot of money.
Oh, okay. Just before we go back and talk about yourself and other things, what is it about Ghana that you think it is right for people to come here and invest?
Right now, this is the right time. There's a new government here in Ghana. And also the environment over here, when you get off the plane, you just have a peace of mind that you're home. It's very peaceful. It's very safe. It's one of the most peaceful African countries that I know. And I may be biased, but I think Ghana is the best. The environment is good. The culture is good. The highlights, the clubbing, the real estate, everything is there that you need in a nice country. That's why I love Ghana.
The Money Lady.
The Money Lady.
Why that name?
I was given that name because I'm always talking about money. I'm always talking about real estate. Being an investor since I was 18 years old, I've always wanted to correlate business, real estate, and money. When you buy a house, when you own something, you're going to get revenue from it. So that's why I was coined the Money Lady.
Okay. Briefly tell us something about yourself. I mean, in Ghana, before you left Ghana to the States and all that.
Okay, so I am a diasporan because my dad was a professor in the United States industrial engineering, and my mother had her own African boutique, so she sold African clothes. So
Are they both Ghanaians?
They're both Ghanaians.
Okay.
Both Ghanaians. So I was raised in America, but in a very, very strict Ghanaian household. Okay. I was taught to respect my elders, to love my country. Anytime somebody asks me where I'm from Ghana. That's where I'm from. So I've always wanted to have inspiration to help people. I love helping people that normally would not be able to help themselves in certain instances. So that's why I chose the career when I graduated from Florida State University. I have a degree in psychology and sociology, and I have a minor in criminology. But I wanted to do something that was going to be satisfying for me and make money. So I'm fulfilling my dream, helping people get real estate, making money when it comes to it. I have a family. I was married. I have 3 kids. They're all business owners as well. So I'm also doing this for them to let myself have a legacy for them so they can also come back to Ghana and have businesses over here as well.
Oh, okay. Were you born here or you were born there?
I was born in the United States.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Pennsylvania, but since I've been in the United States, I'm from Ghana. Oh. I was there born for opportunity, but I'm a full Ghanaian. I understand most of Twi. I don't really speak it that much because it's a different accent, so people laugh at me, but I understand everything, and I feel like my pride of my country is very, very important.
That's a saying.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. So let's talk about real estate, mortgage, and then being a broker. How did you enter into this whole area?
Yeah, so I started off in real estate when I was at Florida State University. I was looking for an apartment to rent, and I heard a divorced couple arguing about who was going to collect the rent from me. And I thought right then, it was a light bulb moment. Why don't I buy the 4 houses that they're selling? I bought them for $25,000 each.
4 houses?
I bought 4 houses at one time when I was 18.
So $25,000 each?
$25,000
That's like
each.
$1 million.
Yeah, if you're going to correlate it. Yeah,
$100,000.
And then I did light renovation on it with my father. And then I ended up flipping it within about 3 months and selling each of them for $50,000. So I ended up making
100% each?
Exactly, on each house. And then that's when I fell in love with real estate. I was like, okay, I can acquire the house cheap, I can fix it, and I can sell it and make all my money back and reinvest. That's when I fell in love with real estate. I wasn't happy with the result for the lender, the communication that they were giving me. So that's when I decided, you know what, I can be a lender, help people do what I'm doing. And that's where it just sparked my real estate. I still finished my degree, but I went into real estate then.
Oh, okay. And which year was that? I mean, when you bought the 4 houses?
I think I graduated in 95. So I think I bought it like in 94 is when I bought the 4 houses.
How many bedroom house?
They were all 3-bedroom houses with 1 bathroom. And it was near the college. So even if I wanted to hold the houses and rent it, I could have made anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a month on each house. I decided to sell it and just get out of it, take my money and reinvest it.
Why did you decide to sell it?
I didn't want the hassle of being a landlord, and I was young. So when I bought the property, I didn't even tell my dad I was buying the property. I came home and I told him that I bought 4 properties. He didn't believe me until I showed him the paperwork. Once I was already in it, there was nothing he can do but to help me fix it and sell it. So I ended up selling it. Had I known, I probably would have kept 2 and then sold 2, and then I can have residual income with the renting. So that was my decision at 18.
Somebody will ask, 18 years, 95, even as of now, $25,000 is a big deal. It's not easy to get $25,000 now in 2025.
Yeah.
How were you able to make $100,000 in 95, 18 years of age?
So what I did was I contacted a hard money lender. Hard money lenders are people that give you the money on the equity in the house. So they don't care what your credit is. They don't care about your income. If you don't pay the mortgage, they'll take the house. And the house, they only give you 50%. So I was able to raise funds to get the 50%. So they gave me a loan to value of 80%. So I put 20% down. I just asked people and I showed them the property and asked them if they want to invest, if they want to be an investor. Then I bought the properties with the hard money lender. And I bought all 4 of them at one time, which was an umbrella loan. And that's what I do that right now in the United States. I help people buy houses, flip them and sell them, or flip them and retain them and make a residual income off of it.
Close to 30 years since you bought that property. How has the journey been for you as a broker?
It's been up and down. The market was excellent before the crash that we had in America. I was making really good money as a mortgage broker. I had my own mortgage company. I don't really like to work for somebody. I like to work for myself to control my income. So I had my own mortgage company. I was hiring people to work for me as a lender. I started to have a family. So even more, I was influenced to stay self-employed and work for myself. And it's been up and down. I was talking to her earlier and saying that I tried to get out of the business and just use my degree and be a psychologist or whatever, but I didn't feel fulfilled because people will still call me, they want a house, they want this and that, they're not able to get it. So I get my fulfillment from helping people acquire properties and make money on it. So it's been good all the way to this point, and it's gonna get even better now.
Let's look at the highs of your 30 years in this business. The highest,
yeah. So, I mean, the highest is when I had my own mortgage company. It was actually called the Money Store. So
everything is money.
Everything is money. It centers around money at the end of the day. So I had that business. I had like 5 or 6 loan officers working for me, and they were bringing in 4 or 5 loans a month. You can make anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 a deal. So I was making good money. At that point, I was traveling back and forth to Ghana every year. I'll go to Ghana and I'll take the kids with me. So that was the highest point when I had my own mortgage company and working, doing the loans and flipping houses as well. That was the highest point in my career.
Let's go some of the setbacks.
Setbacks would be the market. What is the value now? If you buy a house for $100,000 and then the market implodes and your $100,000 house is worth $50,000, you're upside down on your mortgage. So that's the lowest pop. And then also COVID. COVID was very, very low because most of my clients lost their jobs. They couldn't pay their mortgage. They were being foreclosed on, even though they had a moratorium on foreclosures. So trying to find clients that are not scared to buy houses after COVID was one of the lowest points. Interest rates were going up and the value of the properties were going down. So that's not a good recipe for somebody to buy a house, even to live in or to be an investor, because you can lose your money.
Somebody will ask, why should I buy a house?
You should buy a house because you're wasting money paying rent, period. Every single day when you're renting, you're paying the landlord. If I'm renting from you, I'm paying your mortgage every month. That's the simple thing about it. And you can build equity. You know, over here, maybe in Ghana, they have pension. They also have pension in America. But the pension company was going to make more money on you because when you decide to remove your money from the pension, they're going to tax you on it. Versus when you buy a house, if you buy a house for $300,000, it normally would appreciate. So by the time you buy the house and you have a 30-year mortgage, that's how it is in the United States, that $300,000 is probably going to be $1.2 million. When you're ready to retire, what do? You sell the house. You sell the house and you take all the money, and then you go to your prospective country or you stay where you are, and then you invest it over there. So that's the main reason why you should buy a house, for equity and not paying somebody else's rent.
I'm here at the La Rocha Court, Tema Community 23, talking to the face of the brand. The money lady, she's a broker. She helps people to buy properties and how they can make payments and also live a good life. And we were just talking about her. When you're done, we go on a full tour of the estate or the court right here at Tema Community 25. A very beautiful place that if you buy this property, I'm sure you are never and ever going to regret. Now let's come to Ghana. Let's leave America and all that, all those things.
Yes.
How do you see real estate here in Ghana?
Real estate in Ghana is excellent, one, because when she takes you on the tour, the way that Empire has done the house and the finishes is unmatched. So I see that, number one, you all have the structure in the buildings. It's not like paper houses and everything else. So the structure is there. And then on top of that, the residual income that you can get by renting your house Airbnb, I'm paying $160 a night for a one-bedroom apartment. Imagine you get
$160 a night?
100,
wow.
One-bedroom apartment. And the studio apartment was around the same. So imagine a three-bedroom, beautiful town home with all the amenities that they have to offer. You have your own private gate. You have all that. You can rent it for about $500, $600 a month. Oh, a night. Excuse me, a night. So calculate how much that income is going to be. And on top of that, the developers have management. They will manage your property for a small fee, which is way less than what you pay in the United States. They'll get you the client. They'll manage the property. They'll make sure that all of the maintenance and everything is done. It's seamless. It's a one-stop shop. You buy the property, you get it rented, you get Airbnb, you get money inside of your pocket. Period. That's why they call me the money lady. How, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. It has to make some type of money before it makes sense for me to invest into anything. And that's the reason why I think the Ghana market is hot right now. 2025, we all have to come back to Ghana. This is the place that you have to be when you're coming to buy property. Ghana is a destination site. Now, it's not only Dubai, France. When I said I'm coming to Ghana, everybody on my social media wants to come. So that's why Ghana is hot right now.
Okay. Give us some tips on some of the things that we should consider when buying a property, especially from La Rocha Court.
Yeah. So the main thing is that you want to find the area that you want to live in. Once you find the area, I'll link you up with the developer. The main thing that I like is it's off the beaten path. It's not too much in the city, but it's still in Accra. And then it's a gated community. And then they have all the amenities here. They have a gym. They have a pool. They have a seating area for the residents to have. So what does that mean when you rent, when you buy here and somebody rents an Airbnb, they can stay here the whole time. If they want to go into town, they go into town, then they come back to a safe environment. So it's just finding the location that you want to be in. They have plenty of locations and plenty of developers all over Ghana, not just in Accra, Kumasi, all the other outskirts places. I'm going to be working with a lot of developers. If I don't know what the developer is, I'll find it. And then you bridge that gap to make sure that you have somebody stationary in the United States. I travel all over the United States. So if somebody in California wants to buy something, I'll go to California. Once they make their deposit, which she'll talk about the reservation fee, I will travel to you. I'll make sure that the title company, the legal team, and everything that is legitimate, the same way you do in the United States, everything is going to be written in contract. It's very, very important you use a developer, because when I built my house, I have a house in Bawe. You know the ritual stuff where you bought the land, but then they sold it to somebody else. You don't have that problem with the developers because they already own the property. They have all the indentures and everything. So I always say cheap is expensive. When you think you're going to go the cheap way, you're going to go all the way around and still pay for it. So you need to get everything right the first time.
Okay, so coming to La Rocha Court, buying a property,
Yeah.
means one will ask about security, water, light, kids. I mean, any facility for kids.
Yeah.
How close is it to market, hospital, school, and all that?
Yeah. So she will actually, when she's doing the tour, she'll go over, she'll tell you the amenities around the area. I do know that it is 24-hour security and it's a gated community. Before you came in, there was a gate man over there. So that's the main thing, security. And the location, you can get an Uber, you can get boats to come over here. And they have the amenities for the children, they have amenities for family. It's like a cul-de-sac, what we call in America, where it's a community where all the neighbors know each other. So that's one thing that I do like about La Rocha.
Okay, so how do you help us? How are you going to help us to secure a property here at La Rocha Court?
So I will actually link you up with the developer directly, and then I'll talk to them. You figure out the site plan that you actually want. Then we'll do the different options, which she'll go over in the tour, telling you the payment options, the mortgage options, and everything. And then I will be working with you every step of the way, from the start of you getting the property to the end of the property and the keys being handed over to you. So I will help you facilitate that stuff with the actual developer.
Okay, your contact and social media house just before we go.
Yeah, so you can reach me at The Money Lady on Instagram, and then I also have a website, www.stoprenting.biz. So it's very important. That's what I put in the website. Stop renting is the main thing I want people to do. So that's where you can reach me, and then you can also call me at my phone number. I don't know if you want me to give that.
Yeah.
It's 443-226-3610. That is my direct cell phone number that they can reach me on.
Add the country code.
So you guys do plus one.
Yeah, American.
+1 443-226-3610.
Okay, I mean, she's American, so I mean, she's American, Ghanaian American.
I'm Ghanaian American,
Ghanaian American, so you have to add a +1 to it, then you get through to where she help you secure property here at La Rocha Court, Tema Community 23. We are about going on a tour of this facility. Very beautiful properties right here. But just before we go, let me ask you, I mean, if you have, now, in recent times, if you have conversation with Ghanaians outside the country and he asked about purchasing properties in Ghana, majority of them will say it's very good to have a property in Ghana. Some also have the notion that my kids will not come and stay in Ghana again and all that, so there's no need of getting properties here. What do you think about that conversation?
That is the conversation that I want to have, because once the kids come, they're going to want to stay here. So building a property in Ghana is very important, because you can also pass that on to your children. But everybody needs to have their kids have the exposure. When I was growing up, I came to Ghana every year with my parents. So I knew about Ghana. So I feel like it's the responsibility for the parents who are in the United States that are Ghanaians to expose their children to the true Ghana and let them see the city and everything. Don't just take them to the village when they come over here. Let them see everything in Ghana, and they'll fall in love with it as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The final words to my viewers.
You have to buy now, period. You have to buy now with The Money Lady. The prices are very, very good. They're very, very competitive, and they're going fast. There's another community that they're doing as well. Once this video hits, all of it is going to be gone. So you need to contact me today.
Contact The Money Lady. Get your property here at La Rocha Court, Tema Community 23. My name is Ari Felix. We are going on a tour on this property. Follow us. Let's go on this tour.
The money on my mind, a great deal of it will fix me all of it.